Dixon has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Motion man right is Rice. They snap it at 1. Now it's Griffin. That one finds Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Griffin on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Griffin. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the shotgun, Griffin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
18, 5 in. Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now it's Griffin. This one taken in by Hester. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
Moon to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Moon. That one caught by Rice. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a first down throw, Moon. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your... And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Let's go, let's go. Look at that team.
To throw is RG3. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. He's got room at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. RG3 taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bears nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Boone. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Moon. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
79 Broncos.
Moon. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else. On third down, here's Bo. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Runs up, touchdown. Devontae Smith from 3 yards out, and the Bears have got it back to within a score. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Griffin. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Griffin. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
70 range, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Griffin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Hester, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw, move. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 26-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, it's moved. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go street. Street. Hey, Brad.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Moon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
60 Bobcat!
On 4th down, Moon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Panther 11!
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Moon. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down at the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Here's Moon.
at the Ravens 28-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd down, Griffin. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Griffin.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense, but I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That one finds Hyatt.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third and goal, here's Griffin. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, fourth and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. Toward the pylon, caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right with this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
They go play action. Griffin.
He connects with Hyatt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Griffin. bringing it in. Jackson left side. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Griffin. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Hester, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw on 2nd down, Moon. Tries for Rice, intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Griffin now off the bootleg.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Moon. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 tight! 19 tight!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a few.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, sock it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of friction, mama, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time and might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better style. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I'm through, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with some fights. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride. Is he gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name him with, I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you ride it. I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Pull up in that new thing. When I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give him the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'm a step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick.
Riley Dixon has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
They'll be led out by their quarterback from the University of Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
Typically, he's been a career backup, but when given an opportunity to be a starter, he's looked awfully good at times, understands how to navigate defenses, and delivers with precision.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety.
All right, partner, deuces wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
And some room to work. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown. So now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cam Chancellor, he can do it all. This time it's a sack on the safety blitz. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Allen. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And Sanders now to return. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll start here with Jackson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. They'll try and run it here. And he is in to make it 16-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your lineman surge, and fire out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bears add 6 to their lead. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down, here's Allen.
They'll set up the screen for Sermon.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to...
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Taylor now from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
Pushing his way through, and he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because they're
focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose again.
And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Jackson.
Now he's into the clear again. He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. 98 yards.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Cam Chancellor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Reggie White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Okay, break.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check.
Now a give. This is Bo running left. Oh, he's got some break. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 66 yards.
And the Bears have got it on cruise control.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a matter really of the rich getting richer. They built a big lead already. Now tack 2 more on following the safety. And they've got the football back as well. No gain on the play there. Second down. 3 quarters in the books. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down, another carry for Jackson. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They run again with Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They run on first down with Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. On the give, here comes Jackson. Gets past one man, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Walker. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points, and that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say.
on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. Get fans on me sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about the deal. I mean, it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you guns like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shit tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Bring me ones, they retro. Live fast, dying on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm glad she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, many so can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling.